keep it PG. See the girls at the merch table. And ref Lone Bone just announced next whistle starts the jam. We are underway on the jam line now. For the Radicals is Veronica Getsberger. Jamming for Pottstown Rockstars. That's number D20. D20, that's Sundra. Earns lead jam status and quickly calls that jam off with Veronica Getsberger hot on her roller skating heels. No points picked up by either team on the first jam of this evening's bout. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, this is not golf, this is not bowling. You can make all the noise you want to. Use your outside voices, even though we're inside. The ladies can't hear you, and they love the support.
That is wrong.
Dory May on the jam line now for the Roller Radicals. And that's number 685 for the Rockstars. That's the Intimidator. Intimidator earns lead and static. That's twice in a row for the Rockstars. Dory May still going to make her initial pass, and Dory May has made her initial pass. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, jammers making their initial pass do not score any points. Jam ref indicating 4 points picked up by the Intimidator. 4 points for the Intimidator. That puts Pottstown in the lead right now. First on the board, 4-0. Pottstown. Liberty Violence on the jam line now for the Roller Radicals with Splinch. Splinch wearing a starter helmet for the Rockstars. Liberty Violence, first lead jammer for the Radicals of the evening. Liberty Violence looking to go. Splinch pushed outside in turn number 4. She's got to recycle all the way behind the last bomber that pushed her out. And Liberty Violence calls that jam. Let's see what the Radicals put on the board this jam. Liberty picking up 3 points. Radicals able to hold the Rockstars. Rockstars unable to put on any points in that particular jam. Bad pocket right down the jam line. She's squaring up against number 42. That is Carnage jamming now for the Rockstars. Babcock and Carnage. And who's through first? It looks like Carnage is the lead jammer. Carnage carrying out parts of the uniform, turning trackside. She's still the lead jammer. Babcock loaded. Makes her initial pass once again. The jammers do not score any points on their initial pass. Second time around is a point scoring pass. Nice hit by Loyalville Slugger. Ginger Brook, Loyalville Slugger, and Dory Main. Ginger Brook, Dory Main, and Loyalville Slugger giving Carnage a hell of a hard time on turn number 3. Turn number 4, I beg your pardon, forcing her to call that jam off. That brings our score to a tie. We are at 7-7, ladies and gentlemen, 7-7. Don't look now, Rockstars. Veronica Getsberger is on the jam line. And that is Sundrop jamming it in for the Rockstars. Sundrop making easy work through that defensive line of the Radicals. Both jammers with a lot of velocity, a lot of speed behind them. Look at Sundrop go. Sunblock cutting through that pack, snatching up 4 points. I beg your pardon, 3 points. The Radicals jammer, Veronica Getsberger, unable to pick up any points. 10-7 now, Rockstars.
You look angry. You probably think
Gory Mame on the jam line once again for the Radicals. Her second time jamming this evening. She's going up against the Intimidator. The Intimidator. Great defensive work by the Rockstars. They are doing everything they can to hold that Gory Mame, but she makes her way through. Gory Mame is the lead jammer. And nice footwork by the Intimidator. Outstanding defensive work up front by the Rockstars. The Deadite doing some nice work up front. 4 points picked up by Gory Mame on that point scoring pass. 4 also picked up by the Intimidator. Gory Mame making a wise decision calling that jam off. And let's see what the scoreboard says. It's looking like 14-11. 14-11 right now. Action Jackson with a star on her helmet. I haven't seen Action Jackson jam in a long time. Give it up for Action Jackson. She's going to square off against the Splinch, number 8. Goes through first, Action Jackson. Action Jackson by a nose. Splinch on her heels. Action Jackson knows what's up. She knows it's time to call that jam. I haven't seen Action Jam in years. Nice to see you with the star on your helmet again, Jackson. Third score remains 14-11. 14-11. Rockstars up by 3. Carnage and Burger on the jam line. And great work by Veronica Getzberger. Carnage also makes her initial pass. Both jammers to get with a high rate of speed. Pack is moving very slow right now. Veronica Getzberger. Look at the forward down Veronica. Fakes outside, slips inside, snatches up 4 for the Radicals. 4 much needed points. Holding down the Carnage and the Rockstars. We have a 15-15 game. It's going to be a great night, ladies and gentlemen. Anybody here from Pottstown? Any Pottstown fans? Oh, that's nice. We love to see all of our visiting teams well represented. Anybody here from the Radicals? Anyone here from Wilkes Barre? All right, make lots of noise. This is going to be a nail biter this evening, folks. Liberty Violence now with a star panty on her helmet. She's going to jam against I Can't See. I beg your pardon. We have a power jam situation. I got distracted with all the Pottstown fans. Carnage is in the penalty box. This is a power jam situation for the Radicals. Liberty Violence jamming unopposed. Great 2-wall. Great defensive work by Pottstown. Number 26 and number 9 of Pottstown doing a phenomenal job up front. That is the Annihilator. And Carnage is now officially back in play. Carnage has completed her initial pass. Remember that first pass was a non-point scoring pass. Liberty Violence knows what's up. She knows it's time to call the jam. And we have a lead change. Liberty Violence putting the Radicals up by 10 points now. 25-15 is the current score. 25-15. That is the Intimidator on the jam line now for Pottstown with Gory Mame of the Wilkes Barre Scranton Radicals. Who's going to make it through first? It's Gory Mame. Oh, look at Gory go. taking a nice hit off Veronica Getzberger. Intimidator makes it through, but Intimidator's getting a track cutting call. Ginger Brute of the Radicals also in the penalty box. Power jam situation now for 12-19. Corey Main. Huge hit by Veronica Getzberger on a Chrissy Catastrophe. Corey Main deciding to call that jam. Admirable defensive work by the Pottstown Rockstars.
Not taking fault at all.
The Radicals starting this jam, one blocker short as Ginger Brute finishes up her time in the penalty box. Automatically a power jam situation for Veronica Getzberger as number 685, the Intimidator, finishes up her time in the box. Veronica Getzberger is the lead jammer. Veronica Getzberger powers her way through. They call that a grand slam, ladies and gentlemen. She gets a point for every blocker she passes. Even if the blocker and jammer are in the penalty box, those points are automatic. Intimidator has made her initial pass. And the non-scoring pass. Veronica snatches up 4 more for the Radicals and calls that jam. Keep an eye on the scoreboard, ladies and gentlemen. Radicals pulling ahead considerably at this point. That is Babcock and loaded. Babcock and loaded on the jam line now for the Radicals. And the jam status goes to number 42. That is Carnage. Carnage is the lead jammer. Carnage drops hard on that inside line. Great defensive work by Oilville Slugger. Breaking back Sunday, Ginger Brute. That's a grand slam for Carnage despite all those hits. Chrissy Catastrophe delivering a hit of her own on Babcock and loaded. Concludes that jam. Special shout out to our photographer here this evening. That's Juan Patton. Give Juan Patton a big smile if he shoots his camera at you. All right, on the jam.